Hello, I'm in my car now. Let's get started. Here we go. My speaking practice. I make it a rule to speak English in my car every time I drive, and now I have more opportunities to drive my car than I used to. I have more opportunities to speak English, which is very good in terms of improving my spoken English, because the more you have the opportunities to speak your target language, the closer you get to the point where it's becoming easier and easier, right? As they say, use it or lose it. I think that's true. And also, they also say that practice makes perfect. I think this is truly correct. So that is why I'm doing this in my car now. I'm on my way to a trimming salon, our trimming salon. I usually take my dogs to have their teeth brushed. Okay, and now the signal changed, and now my car is moving now, and when I drive I have to concentrate on my driving, so sometimes I can be a bit silent without saying anything, but it can be helped. I understand that the most important thing is to concentrate on driving, and especially at this time of day, there are many cars running or driving on the roads. The time now is 5:07, son las 5 in Spanish, and everybody is trying to go home, I guess. Everybody finishes working at this time of day, and they are heading home, I guess. So that's why there are more cars on the roads than it was a few hours ago. Alright, and this is the place where I practice speaking, and it's totally okay for me to speak about anything, something that happened to me, something that I find it interesting, I find it indignant, or something, or anything, okay? So today, something extraordinary or amazing happened to me. It's not about myself. It's about this singer named MIYAVI. I'm not good at using alphabet to say the spelling like this. MIYAVI. Okay, his name is MIYAVI, and he's one of the very famous Japanese rock musician. He used to play music called VK or something. Yeah, Visual K. K means category, okay, in Japanese. Visual means visual, okay. The category of music, and the people who play such music, mostly in a band, and they wear gorgeous not uniforms, but costumes, and they wear makeups, and they they play very not heavy metal, but very very heavy music. Okay, and since most of them are a band with a singer, vocalist. Yeah, I can explain it even more. No, I can't explain it anymore. Okay, it's a very unique style of music, and it's probably not typical. I don't know, typical in Japan. Similar kinds of musicians exist in other countries like let's see, Britain, America, any others. I don't know much about music or musicians in other countries. So, but I don't think this is particular in Japan. I don't think this is particular about Japan, but he's one of the Visual Kei bands, and he became a solo singer and back in around 2005 or so. And at that time, I was selling Japanese goods on eBay, which is an American auction site, and his products or magazines, for example, that had pages about him sold like hotcakes. He was very, very popular back then, and he has been on the music business, music industry, I mean, still today. He has been around until today, and now he's a father of 3 kids, 2 daughters and a son who was just born. I think he's already 1 or 2 years old, but 2 girls are pretty big, like they are in junior high, I guess, now. And he's a good dad, very good dad, and he married to a singer named I forgot her name, Lovely or something, Melody. Okay, Melody. Okay, his wife's name is Melody, and she was a singer, professional singer, pretty famous in Japan. She used to sing in Japan, but she's a native English speaker. She was from Hawaii, and he met her in a music program, and his wife Melody interviewed him. And at that time, back in 2008 or so, he started studying English, and his wife speaks English, and he also speaks English with his family, with 3 kids, and he does his job in English. And I heard his English, or I heard him speaking English today for the first time in many years, at least a few years. And I was amazed. His English has gotten much, much better, and he now sounds like a native English speaker. His English improved so much ever since I listened to his English about a few years ago. At that time, yeah, he speaks fluent English already. He was speaking already very fluent English. Oh my goodness, I shouldn't have come. Am I? I got stuck. I got stuck in the middle of an intersection now. It's a pretty small intersection, so it's not such a big deal, but now, okay, my car started moving again. It's relieving. And at first, yeah, he was speaking fluent English, but he sounded not very clear, I guess, at that time. But it has been many years since then, and now he speaks great English, very natural. English has totally become his natural nature, second nature, yeah. And I think he's great in many ways. He's determined. He's a man of, I don't know how to say this, but if he says something, that he would do something, he will make it happen. Okay. He's a man of dreams. Is it okay for me to say this way? Do you understand what I mean by saying he's a man of dreams? He promises something and he will make it happen. I don't know much about him. I just know him a little bit. I'm not a big fan of his or something, but I believe so. He's so determined, and he's energetic, and he's different from many others. He's special. And at the time he started studying English because he knew that he thought that English would change his life. So that's why he suggested his fans that they study English too, because it would broaden their horizons for sure. And now he made his dreams come true. I mean, he has become a great English speaker, excellent speaker. And I feel a bit embarrassed about myself because back in 2008 I was already studying English, and when he started studying English, it had been many years since I had studied English myself. So he came behind me, but now he's much better. He's much more fluent, and I'm still practicing my speaking. I started studying English when I was 28, and it was almost 40 years ago? 30 years ago. Yeah, 30 years ago. But I only studied English on and off, and I didn't have enough opportunities to make my English fluent enough. I was lazy, so that is why I feel very embarrassed about myself. Improving your foreign language takes lots of time. Well, I'm back. I had to stop the recording because, as usual, my dog named Goro started barking. Wow, today is really hot day. Today is a very, very hot day. And since we are finished, we are going home. I videotaped my dogs to introduce them to people who watch this video, but I was a bit nervous somehow speaking in English, and I said the wrong expression. I said the wrong word. I should have said, I'm going home now. We are going home now. But instead, I said, we are coming home or something like that. I felt embarrassed. It often happens to me when I feel nervous. So that's why the most important thing when I speak English, oh my goodness, there's a dog. Okay, is to feel relaxed, because this is just practice. I don't have to feel nervous, right? Well, but probably I compared myself to MIYAVI I was talking about on our way there. The first half of this recording, I know it's totally nonsense to compare yourself to others, because you and, in my case, MIYAVI and I are different, right? Probably I wasn't uneasy. I wasn't uneasy because he started studying English even after I did, but now he's much better, right? Yeah, it's totally reasonable. He has been working really hard and his efforts paid off, right? It's very simple. I should wear my sunglasses because it's too bright. Okay. So I didn't do anything. I did nothing to improve my spoken English. I just felt like studying while doing nothing. Yeah, that's all. But he kept doing. There must have been a time when he must have had lots of difficult times. I don't know, but I just imagine so. But he still kept going, and that made him the person he is now, right? So if I want to be like him, or if I want to get to be like him, I should make a lot of effort. I should speak English as much as I can, and I should listen to authentic English as much authentic English as possible, and I should work hard, but it takes time, and no matter how hard I try, I'm not like him. He and I are different people, different individuals, so I can't be like him. But I admire him, I respect him, and I was inspired by him. He is one of my role models, yeah, for sure. Because when I look at him speaking such good English, amazing English, it makes me realize that you can be a totally different person by making a lot of effort yourself. He looks like a totally different person. And someone in a video that I was watching just before I left home to go to the trimming salon said something similar to this. I mean, if you know more languages, it gives you the opportunity to become another human being. I'm just paraphrasing this. This is not exactly what she said in the video, but yeah, I understand that totally. Ever since I began to understand English, I feel like I have another life, new life, more exciting life. And I can't imagine my life without knowing English anymore, because there are more things that I can understand, and it makes me happier. It makes my life more fulfilling, more meaningful. There are a lot of things that have happened to my life, and it made my life much better. Yeah, that is why learning your foreign language or language learning can make your life much better. I love language learning. I'm interested in language learning because it's fun. It's pure fun. I love it so much. It's exciting. It's thrilling. I love it so much. Well, I'm thirsty. Tengo sed. I said I'm thirsty in Spanish. Oh, these days I try to read lots of easy reading materials in Spanish. I bought these books. It's a series, and the series was published many years ago, so it's out of print now. But I think it's the most effective method. It's not one of the most effective methods, but it's actually the most effective method. It's written in very simple sentences, and it has so many pictures in it, so you can just visualize the image of the meaning of those sentences. You not only read short sentences written in the book, but also you can see the pictures that can relate to all those sentences. In this way, you can memorize the meaning of those sentences more deeply, more easily. You can associate the meaning with the picture, and this way it makes it more difficult for you to forget I try to take time to read the book, read each short sentences while looking at the pictures, and I read each sentence not only just once but also multiple times. Like I always do 2 pages at the same time, one time, but there aren't many sentences in those 2 pages. One page has, one page is divided by 4, 2 in upper section and the 2 in the lower section, which means one page has 4 sections divided by 4 sections, and each section has, 1, 2, 3, 4. One section has lines somewhere between 4 or 5 short sentences, and the same word and the same expressions appear over and over again in these 2 pages. And in Spanish, the verb tense is very important. So instead of letting us memorize all those conjugations of all these words or verbs, the book gives us the opportunity to come across the same verb in different conjugations multiple times while reading those 2 pages with 8 sections. One section consists of 4 sections, and 2 pages consist of 8 sections. And with several sentences in each section. Oh my goodness, it's jammed. I should stop here, otherwise I will have to stop in the middle of the intersection again. It's good. Oh my goodness. Okay, I was saved. Signal changed, but I still stop here just before the pedestrian crossing so that I'm not disturbing anyone, unless I really hope that a big truck or bus won't come, because if it came, I would be in trouble. I would give the car in trouble. I would put that car in trouble. Anyway, how can I improve my spoken English? I have no idea now. Just after I saw MIYAVI speaking such good English, oh my goodness, a bus came and I'm here, and the bus driver was so skillful that he made it. Is it okay? Did I give it trouble? I don't think so. Wow. That bus driver was so skillful, amazing, that he was able to turn to the left, even though I didn't block the road entirely, but my car was in a place where I shouldn't have. Oh my goodness, my brain doesn't work as quickly as I want just because I'm under huge stress now. I'm under pressure. I put myself under pressure. This is how I feel now. I feel nervous. That is why I put myself under pressure. And this is not very good when it comes to improving your target language, your foreign language, because it makes you stuck. It makes you feel like giving up, right? Yeah, MIYAVI's English was amazing, is amazing. That's because he has the reason, right? He did his great job. He never gave up. He's never given up. That is why he can be the one he wanted to be. He started studying English as early as back in 2008 when I was selling his products on eBay. At that time, let's see, in what year did I start studying English, I wonder. But how many years had it been since I studied English? As of 2008, I don't know. Back then, the year 2008, probably I was already 40 or so, and I started studying English when I was 28, right? 40 minus 28 is 12, right? It's been already 12 years since I started studying English when MIYAVI started studying English all by himself. And he was a very smart guy, and he's very good at self-producing himself. Producing himself, or I don't know how to say this in English, but we say self-produce, okay? So he's very smart, and he married to a woman he loved so much, and he wanted to marry to someone who speaks English, I guess. And he did. He made his dream come true. And they were happily married. And his fans back then were shocked to know that he got married. Because, idols, right? Your favorite artists got married, and if you're a fan, you must be shocked, right? Yeah, it's totally understandable, right? And one of his fans on a bulletin board recently said that she thought that he would get divorced pretty soon, but on the contrary, it's totally opposite. He is now a great dad, loving dad with 3 kids, and they were playing music together. They are very happy family. It makes me feel so I envy them. I envy MIYAVI. He's a man of dreams. Yeah, he's great. I'm proud of him. And as Japanese, but he speaks Japanese, and he was born and raised in Japan, but he's actually half Korean, I guess, or quarter. I'm not sure, but he's not pure Japanese. his nationality is Japan, I guess. Japanese, but I'm not sure. But I'm proud of himself, even though he doesn't know me. Is it arrogant of me to say that I'm proud of him? I really want to be like him. I mean, a good English speaker. Yeah, my house is just around the corner. I was about to feel a bit depressed, discouraged somehow, because I'm still where I am, right? Yeah, there is a reason. Okay, here I am at my house, safe and sound. Okay. Alright, I'll be back tomorrow again. I'm not sure if I'm going to videotape myself or not, because in front of my camera, in front of my iPhone, videotaping myself, it makes me so nervous somehow. This is something that I have to get used to though. Okay, anyway, thank you for listening. If you are there, okay, I'll be back tomorrow too. Have a great day. Bye bye.